morning. My name is Sarah. Today is Friday, February 27th, 2015, and here is our penguin friend named Captain Cook. Today is an A Day. We'd like to welcome the following substitute teachers to Ferry School today: Miss Kakuri and Miss Listwan. Today's lunch is oven-baked chicken drumstick with mashed potatoes, or turkey and cheese sandwich, or salad leafy greens. We don't have a lunch menu, so we can't tell you what tomorrow's lunch is. Mondays. Sorry. Today's special announcements are: please feed the bookmark box. It's so hungry. We need all of those great ideas.
Feed me! Feed me!
It's alive! This morning, the students from North will be coming over to meet with classrooms for Read Across America. On Monday, March 2nd, there is a service squad meeting in Mrs. Balderson's room after school. Please make sure to remind your parents that you will be getting out a little later than normal. There is no Success Club today after school. Success Club will meet again on Monday. If Mrs. Ellis is back on Monday, there will be a student council meeting in Mrs. Ellis's room during lunch. Stay tuned for details. Talent show forms are due today if you want to try out on March 10th. And they are due today. No late forms will be accepted.
We hope you see you at the tryouts.
Please turn your form into Mrs. Brumet if you want the tryout for the talent show. There are more forms on the rack outside the office. Important! Are you missing your mouth apparatus? It looks like a little spacer. Come by the office and see Mrs. Hermes if you think it may be yours. Isn't that very important, Zoe?
Definitely.
Especially when it costs Mom and Dad a couple $100. So I think you ought to know if you're missing yours.
Are you enjoying Mr. Popper's penguins? I sure am. Do you know what Captain Cook ate first when he got to the Popper home? I do. That is our fifth question. For chapter 4. Remember to fill in those answers from the trivia form if you want to win.
What's this weekend's question? Question number for chapter number 5.
A serviceman comes to put holes in Mr. Popper's icebox so Captain Cook can breathe. What else does he add to the icebox?
I know.
Of course you do, Captain Cook. And now Zoe will continue with the announcements.
Thank you, Sarah. Today's behavior expectation is office. Be respectful. Remember to report to the counter and address staff politely. Wait quietly for your turn to speak. Use a quiet indoor voice, and keep feet off the furniture. Today's procedure review is politeness. Please remember to always say thank you when someone has helped you or given you a compliment. Always say please when asking for something. Always respond appropriately to a greeting. Look for opportunities to be polite, such as holding the door open for someone. If you don't have something nice to say, you probably shouldn't say it. Today will be sunny with the high of 18 degrees Fahrenheit. It will be play skate, blacktop, and field on the Ferry playground today. You will need to wear a coat, hat, mittens, snow pants, and boots outside today.
At least we'll have the sun.
Yeah, that's good.
Birthdays are special at Ferry. We would like to wish the following students a happy birthday today and this weekend: Ian O., Olivia G., Paige P., and Mrs. Hines.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
We hope your birthday is great.
Hope you have a good one. Friday is the day we congratulate the outstanding students who have earned the title of Key Player of the Week. This week's key players are Mrs. Gallagher's class, Victoria B. From Mrs. Hard and Mrs. Lucido's class. Maggie M. From Mrs. Earhart and Miss Sharati's class. Keely R. From Mrs. Gill's class. Olivia G. From Mrs. Horn's class. Sadie M. From Mrs. Lassiter's class. Jack R. From Mrs. Tyler's class. Xavier S. From Mrs. Davison's class. Gianna R. From Mrs. Ellis's class. Aaliyah F. From Mrs. Moore's class. Ben B. From Mrs. Flanagan's class. Grace K. From Mrs. Giroux's class. Caitlin B. From Mr. Fisher's class. Lily P. and Sophia B. From Mr. McKelvey's class. Nanami C. And from Mrs. O'Brien's class. Nathan M. Congratulations to all of our key players of the week. Your classroom teacher has your certificate and fairy key fob and will pass them out in class.
Good job, fairy students.
That's all for the fairy news. Let's say the pledge and then all have a great day. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bye!
Work.